All right, what is up, guys? Time for the fun. Starting with this thing, which I believe we got everything we want off of it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And it looks like that all the way up. So, like I said, got pretty much everything I think we want off of it. Not really caring about the block or transmission. We have a whole nother 3/4 and a transmission in there. Even took the dash, which is in good shape. That'll be going in Brad's car whenever we get some time. Yeah, and slowly getting parts out of here that people are buying up. Clear that out pretty quick so I can get to working on some things. So this is the motor that originally came from the daily. Got it out there on the stand, and really that's where it's been sitting. It started making noise and misfiring really bad on cylinder 1, which is right here. I thought for sure a rocker arm broke, but no, those are pretty tight. So I'm going to keep getting in here and see maybe a lifter collapse or something. So we'll do a lapse of teardown. And the idea is if I can definitely identify what the problem was, when we go to pull Brad's, we'll get the other stand, put his engine there, we'll get this one all ready and dressed up, and just end up putting it back in. If I don't feel confident I find the problem, then we're just gonna honestly probably just toss this in the scrap pile, and I'm gonna end up pulling the one back out of the daily, throw the cam in, and then throw it back in. Either way don't really matter. That's a good strong running motor. This really was too until whatever happened. So we'll do some teardown and see what we see. I do want to try to get some of the stuff out of here and into the car while it's still here, because a lot of it we won't reuse, you know, manifolds, stuff like that. The S&S headers are going to go back in there when I tear that out, and the TOGs are going to be the ones I end up selling. That other car came with a whole catback with a resonator and a MagnaFlow muffler. So I was able to cut one joint and take the whole thing off. So it'll be nice to just kind of bolt up the downpipe, reconnect where I cut, be done with it. So that leaves another muffler up for sale. Yeah, definitely check out the Grand Am pages where I got stuff listed. For stuff you need, if I don't have it listed, get a hold of me, because I have boxes full along with the shed full of just random stuff. So never know what you're gonna find around here. Let's get tearing into this thing, and like I said, we'll see what we see. Okay, so we got this far. I got the cam out too, which, oof, those look a little rough. So timing chain had a little bit of slop in it. If I'm keeping this motor, I'll change that. No matter what I'm doing, I'll change that. But anyway, so cam's out. The only thing I found, and I actually saw it across the board, is, let's see if I can capture it on the camera, because this is actually pretty bad. This one you can't really you can kind of tell. So all the lifters are collapsed, like across the board. So I'm gonna take a wild guess that that's what happened, is just those two weren't pumping up anymore and causing all the jazz, because everything was tight as I tore it apart, even this side. But every single one of those, here, we'll just pick another one at random. Yeah, see, this one looks even worse because look how far down that is. So I'm gonna probably chalk it up as that. Yeah, here's the cam. Cam's fine, so it's not like it broke or anything, not losing any lobes, and there's no excessive wear on it. I mean, 180,000 miles on this thing. Looks like it had the update done in like 04, 05. So the top end's been off before, but yeah. So the plan will be, I believe, I'll have to look through my random pile of stuff, but I believe I have a couple new lifters. If not, I'll grab a couple for the time being, but I'll do that, pump them up, throw them in, throw his cam in, so I can measure for push rods, so that I can get that info out to Ben, so we can get our push rods. Once I get a good measurement, I'll take it back out, put the cam back up, and see, I'm staring here, and really, honestly, to do head gaskets, you're 4, 6, 8 bolts, and the heads will be off. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we'll get this thing torn all the way down, and I can slowly put things on it for the time being. Do a real good scrub down on this thing. It does need some love. So we'll continue on teardown, I guess. Alright, so outside of the bottom end there, we've got the whole most of the engine tearing apart here. Not seeing anything mechanically wrong, however, so this gasket did have a crack in it, but I don't see any intrusion of coolant on this bank. But this cylinder did have some coolant in it, so it looks like it had just, right where the middle ring is, had just lifted and cracked that way, and had just started to go in. Drain the oil. Oil looks good, but it looks new, so it makes me curious if they did an oil change and saw something. Yeah, we'll get her all cleaned up, flip it over, get the pan off, double check, make sure the bottom end's all good. But I spun it over by hand with the pulley there, and everything feels good. Nothing feels loose. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's I'm still going to kind of stick with the fact that the lifters were collapsed. That was our noise in the misfire. Obviously, cooling in the cylinder is probably not going to help that. But for a base block, I think we're looking good. So with some thought, with some of the movement between Brad's motor and my motor, and trying to think a little ahead to try to get prepared. Obviously, this motor I won't be able to do too terribly much until I have the cam out of his motor. The plan is going to be, so we'll pull the SNS off of these heads, but as clean as these things are, I'm going to go ahead and check everything out, make sure everything's good on them. And assuming that they are, because they look, I mean, like I said, they look real good, everything come apart real nice. I'm going to go ahead and just put his new valve springs on these heads, since these are 3.5 heads, and have it ready to go on his motor. So when I tear apart his motor, I can pull those heads and just put them straight onto this block without having to mess with those valve springs, because I dislike valve springs on these motors. So that'll save a little bit of time and headache. And it's literally just be pretty much tear down his motor, put everything on mine and put it back together, have it ready, and then turn around and reassemble his. So with that, so I have a whole 3.5 top end. However, I don't really want to have to worry about upper intake part of it. Mainly worrying about the adapter for the throttle body. With the 3.5 heads, I have to use the 3.5 lower. No big deal there. So I've got the 3.4 upper off this motor. So we'll go ahead and open up that, and I'll open up here a little bit to match the 65mm throttle body I have. Big picture, keep it simple, and do the 3.4 upper. So I've already started stockpiling stuff. There's some stuff I got to do here soon, suspension wise, and get that done. Got a set of axles to throw in there as well. So there's kind of some big picture ideas, along with obviously we got to get that put on, but mainly the main focus is get both engines ready. We can hurry up and swap the dailies and be done with that, and then we can get Brad's focused on. Went to a car show, Angels for Animals here, which is one of our local big animal shelters, facilities. You know, it's a huge complex. They put a show on every year, and it's just massive. Didn't really film the whole thing, so I don't have enough for a whole video, but I wanted to share a little bit. I took some on my phone, just kind of share how it went and how it looked, and that it was a good time. So enjoy that, and we'll see you on the next one.
Here, so go check that out. Again, Andrew's Educational Hall is where the food is.
Not even seatbelts.
Many will die. Mothers and fathers back home they will cry.
Thank you guys for all of your donations and everything you're doing. Don't forget, again, there's still a long way to go. We obviously are putting together this great cause for these animals. So please. A cell phone. Check your pockets. If you are missing a cell phone, please come by, see me. You'll need to describe what cell phone that is. And again, if you're missing one, let me know. And we'll try to get it back in your possession.